Hello, everyone. This is Miranda Dennis, and I am an author of My Ordered Steps, a dialectical behavioral therapy wellness planner for Christians who want to balance their social, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. I'm also the owner of Oasis Clinical Counseling Services, and I decided to jump on today because I'm very passionate about my Christian singles. As a Christian single myself, I find that we're still struggling in the church with Christian singles being an okay thing. And so I have kind of been researching and kind of seeing what's out there, and God's been giving me different ways that I can help our Christian singles. And so, one of the ways that I want to bring to you today is I want to give you 20 things that you can do as a Christian single to have fun. Being Christian, being single does not mean being boring. We don't have to be boring. We're not squares. We have personality. There are times where you might feel um, that you're stuck, or you might feel that there's nothing to do. Well, I'm going to give you 20 ways that you can thrive as a Christian single. Like I said, I've kind of researched this. I've looked all over, and I picked what I thought were the best, and then I added a little bit to it. So I I also I'm a licensed clinical social worker, so I have the clinical background and the personal experience that I can bring together and provide you tools that will help you thrive and live the God-ordained life that you were meant to have. So another way that I've done that is I've created a Christian singles group on Facebook. It's a private group. It's brand spanking new. So please hop over to Facebook and join me there. It's called Season of Singleness, SOS. So I'm sending out an SOS to all my Christian singles to let you know that there is a community that you can be a part of. It's not a woe is me, poor me, I'm single. It's not a dating hookup site, but it's a place for singles to encourage one another and to say, you know what? Hey, I'm enjoying my season of singleness. Here's some of the things that I'm doing. Here's some of the resources. I've got a book list resource over there. I put the link to a free guide in the description of this broadcast. So click on those things. Those are free. Take advantage of those things. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, I'm Miranda Dennis. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm an author as well as an inspirational speaker. And I'm the owner of Oasis Clinical Counseling Services, where I provide counseling services to help people grab hold of their faith, push back these negative thoughts, conquer the limiting beliefs that they're having so that they can live the life that God has ordained them to live. So the first thing, I wrote them down. So I don't know if there's a chat box where I can see questions. Oh, there is. There we go. I moved it over. So if you're on here live and you have questions or comments that you want to say, please use the chat box and I will try to keep an eye on that so that I can respond. When you pop in the broadcast, just say, hey, so I know that you're listening, and you can just say where you're from. So 20 things that thriving Christian singles can do to have fun. Number 1, take time to discover your passion. So spend time in prayer, meditation, and self-discovery. Try not to compare yourself to other people because when you compare yourself to other people who you think are doing better than you, then you try to align yourself with those values. You are allowing other people to put things on you that may not be true to your true self. So take some time to discover who you are. Spend time in prayer. Spend time in meditation. Discover who you truly are. Number two, one of my favorite things to do is to travel, see the world around you, visit other cultures, listen to other music and customs. When you discover new things, did you know that you actually get smarter? Like, really. You actually develop when you're learning new things, you develop new by traveling. So, travel. A huge thing. Number 3, budget. 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 I had to say it 3 times because it was number 3. Please do yourself a favor. Learn how to be a good steward of the things that God has given you. If you want to be in a healthy relationship, part of that is being able to manage finances. If you want to travel, part of that is learning how to save and budget for traveling. Just saying, there's lots of fun things to do. But if you don't have any money because you haven't saved and you haven't planned, then no, you're not going to be able to travel. Yes, there's going to be arguments in a relationship about what you spend money on. But if you learn how to manage finances now and are comfortable talking about finances, that's going to help you with your future spouse as well. Number 4, take time to visit your nuclear and extended family members. A lot of times we'll say, well, I don't really know them. I'm not going to the family reunion. We're not close. This is the time during your season of singleness, before you have your own children, before you have your husband or your wife and their families. This is the time to discover your own family and build those lasting connections and memorable moments. Number 5, spend time in deep prayer and meditation, making sure that you're connected to the master designer. A lot of times when things get super hectic because we are in such a multitasking society, we forget and we need to be centered. And if, as a Christian single, I hope you know that who you are comes from the master designer. So spend some time with him. Let's see. Number 6. Oh, this is a good one. Forgive yourself for the things that you are still guilty about. Pay more attention to your needs and love yourself so that you can grow in self-confidence. I'm going to say that again. Forgive yourself for things that you are still guilty about. There are some things that you have done in the past, mistakes that you've made, that you are carrying that guilt around. Forgive yourself. Oh, this is a fun one. Number 7, learn a new language. It's never too late to learn something new. You don't have to go overboard and enroll in a college course or anything like that. You can use Google, for heaven's sake. You can probably even purchase a online study course. I remember years ago when I was in high school, Spanish, AP Spanish. And it was so hard. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Forget that. I quit that class. Now I'm like, oh, lo siento. I'm sorry. I probably should have stuck with that class. But there are a few things that I do know that in Spanish that can help me. Like, baño. That's very important because I need to know where the restroom is when I have to go. So learn a new language. Oh, number 8, curl up on the couch and read. Okay, I have not been able to do this in so long. Like, these are just some of the books that I have on my bookshelf back here. That one's mine, by the way. These are just some of the books that I have on the bookshelf behind me that I haven't even been able to read all of them. So I'm talking to myself with number 8. Curl up on the couch and read. Life is too busy. Sometimes we need to turn off the electronics and just get somewhere quiet and grab a novel. Oh, but remember, if you are feeling sad and lonely, please do yourself a favor. Do not read a sad, sappy love story. It's going to defeat the purpose. Number 9, throw a Christian karaoke party. Yes, I said Christian, and why not? There are tons of good gospel music to jam out on, okay? Number 10, very important. Do missions or volunteer work. Put yourself aside. Missionary work doesn't have to mean that you're going to another country. Missionary work can start right in your own house, right in your own local church assembly, right in your own city, right in your own state. There is somebody that needs the love of God shared to them. You could be that person. Number 11, spend time organizing and decluttering yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Be intentional about cleaning out the cobwebs of your home. Check, see if any cobwebs are. Yeah, clean out them cobwebs in your home, but also clean out cobwebs in your mind and in your emotions. You don't want to bring that into another relationship. As a therapist, I have to say, Christian counseling is amazing. I'm a Christian counselor. So if you need help cleaning out the cobwebs, sign up for Christian counseling. There are plenty of Christian counselors that are willing and ready to help. Number 12, how we doing? Learn to play an instrument, write a song, join a choir or a band. Music is a great way to channel creativity. Number 13, get physical. Hit the gym, take a Zumba class, go bowling, skating, mini golf with your friends. Do something physical, get the blood flowing. I can work on that one too. Number 14, challenge yourself to learn a new skill. Learn how to make an extravagant meal, pick up a new hobby, become a collector of something. 15, pursue your career and dreams now so that when your person comes along, your God-ordained person, they fit. They know where they fit. You know that what you're doing and your purpose and what they're doing and their purpose aligns. So pursue your career, pursue your dreams now. So yes, start your business plans now. What are you waiting for? Number 16, take a risk. Do something challenging. I have a mug that says, if it doesn't challenge you, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Wow, do something that makes your heart leap just a little bit. Number 17, train for a marathon. Train for a marathon or actually run a marathon. This will give you focus and intention, and it releases endorphins. I'm not a runner, but I admire those who are. For a while, I did try that. I think it's Couch to 5K. It's like a training program. Like that thing was amazing. I never had any intention of actually running a marathon, but to do that paced training, I was like, wow, I'm doing this. I felt so proud. I need to get back to that. Number 18, set aside time to make and establish realistic and achievable goals. Let me say that again. Get a little closer. Realistic and achievable goals. Okay? Don't set yourself up for things that you know are just not where you need to be right now. Remember, being in a relationship is not going to define who you are, what you like, what you don't like. Define that first. Define what you like first. Define who you are first, and then like-minded people will come. The right person will be attracted to you. But if you don't have realistic set, then that's a great place to start. 19, start writing a book, a blog, just journal in general. There's so much evidence, scientific evidence that shows that journaling is an amazing way to release and reduce stress. It improves your memory. And it can give you clarity. So there's a bunch of things like just floating around in your head and you're not even sure what to do. Put them on paper. You will be amazed how the more that you do this, you'll be able to clearly define and gain control over your attention. And number 20, go to live, clean comedy shows. They're out there. Connect with friends who you haven't been able to connect with in a while and go see a show. It doesn't have to be a raunchy show. There are clean Christian comedy shows. There are Christian concerts all over, and some of them are free even. Grab your friends and go. Get out of the house, get out of the pajamas, clean yourself up, and go have fun. Live the life that God has called you to live. So I hope so those are the 20. That was number 20. Those are just 20 things that thriving Christian singles can do. So my challenge to you is to pick 3 of those 20 things that you can do and commit to doing in the next 90 days. And then when you've done them, comment. As you have done those things, come back to this video and comment and let us know what you did. So again, I'm Miranda Dennis, licensed clinical social worker, author, inspirational speaker, and owner of Oasis Clinical Counseling Services, as well as founder of the Facebook community Season of Singleness, SOS. So if you want to get a free guide, then click the link in this description and I will send you a free guide on 8 tips for 2018 for thriving Christian singles. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Have a great day.